Simon Ekpa and the Biafran government have given Nigerian state 72 hours to vacate the entire Biafran territory. The military personnel and security operatives is considered uh, as illegal occupants within the Biafran declared territories. Your take on this development and the way forward?
I am Mr. Para, the new Oko condemned. I thank God for everything, for the life I given to every one of us. May His name be glorified in Jesus' name. Amen. You see one thing, what Biafra government in exile, Simon Ekpa, Lady Dr. Ngozi Orabeze, Biafran chief of staff, the order they have given, the entire cabinet of Biafran government is according to procedure of a nation that got independence. Is in accordance with the law. Whenever a nation get their independence, the nation that is colonizing them have to be do what? To pack their things and go. When Britain give Nigeria independence, Britain Union Jack flag did not continue to fly in Nigeria. Their military were dismantled. This is the time that the affairs of Nigeria came into the hand of Nigeria. This is the time that Tafawa Balewa, the then Prime Minister, become Commander-in-Chief of Nigerian Armed Forces. It's no more under Queen. The Governor Generals handed over to Zik. Zik was the first black Governor General of Nigeria, but not the President of Nigeria. Zik never be a president. People say, Zik is a president of Nigeria. Zik never be a president of Nigeria. Because when Tafawa Balewa was Prime Minister, Queen still controlling Tafawa Balewa, telling Tafawa Balewa what to do. And if Zik was the first president of Nigeria, Tafawa Balewa could have gone to meeting and bring the outcome of the meeting for the president to approve it. But not president to go for meeting and bring the outcome of the meeting for Prime Minister to approve it. Do you see what is there? So Zik never be a president of Nigeria. He was only Governor General under Tafawa Balewa government, because Governor Generals were under the Prime Minister. Thank you for that one. Then, now British dismantled themselves out of Nigeria. That's how it's supposed to be. Since this 29th of November, that declaration of restoration of Biafra was made, which the whole world accepted, which the whole world congratulate Biafrans. I think by now, Nigerian government could have sit down and think twice. Know how they will gradually, not forcefully, because I don't believe that anything good will come from the barrel of gun than destruction. And after the sound of the barrel of gun, I will teach them the lesson. I will speak to them the language they will understand. After that, we still come back to round table talk. Then why can't us proceed to that round table talk immediately without shedding of blood, without allowing the barrel to sing music? I expect Nigeria to sit down and think twice how they will respectfully, diplomatically, gradually pull their properties out of Nigeria, out of Biafra, sorry, out of Biafra. But instead of them to do, I heard that the president giving marching order. Instead of them to do, Biafran Air Force continue to be bombarding Biafrans. Nigerian Air Force continue to bombarding Biafrans. Even their military continue going house to house, taking people, killing. There's a one I saw in video, a man that came out by 5 o'clock, opened door to urinate outside, in the village. By 5 o'clock, they grabbed the man. Another man leaving early to his farmland, they grab him. Two people, and say they are going to a forest where they heard or where they feel that unknown gunmen were. They went to the forest, come the forest finish, see nothing. Instead of them to leave these people, even the one you saw that urinating, you grab him. If it's a unknown gunman, will he come out to be urinating and saw you didn't run away? Or do you see him with any mask? Do you see him with any gun? They killed those two men. Even the one that is going out early in the morning, no, you have the set, no gun, no cutlass. You kill them and burn them. After the redeclaration, I mean, it's uncalled for. It's inhumanity. It looks so barbarian. But I'm not saying that Nigerians are barbarian. But it looks so barbarian. You understand? Okay, and I think in Mbasi, you release war jet, you take it to go and bomb schools, bomb hospital, bomb a village, people on the run, the one that died, the one that survive. Is it normal thing? And tomorrow you will say that these people are part of Nigeria. Then tell me the assurance you are giving them that they are part of Nigeria. Tell me the assurance you are giving them by killing them. Then why can't they resist and go? Eh? So I feel that what they do, and because of their presence in Biafra land, that still made them to be carrying this type of actions against the indigenous people of Biafra. But if they quit before they will march from the border in the north, from the border in the west to enter, our custom, immigration will see them and alert to the government of Biafra. Then they take adequate measure concerning
Their continued resistance or presence implies that they don't recognize the restored sovereign state of Biafra. Your take on this, on the implication?
uh, they may not recognize it because they know what they are going to lose if Biafra pull out totally. They know what they are going to lose. And they know that they cannot impose leaders that are not our leaders. They cannot impose leaders on Biafra, on Southeast that are not their leaders. They cannot impose them anymore. And they know that if Biafra finally establish their government, the type of government Biafra will run will be a shameful thing to the government, to the system of Nigerian government they are running. Because Biafra government will run on equity and justice, fairness and truth. That's where Biafran government will base. Respecting every human right, control your resources, give us tax. That's where Biafran will base. So, and it will be a very shameful thing that Biafra that have gone out of Nigeria, that have independence from Nigeria, are now showing good example of governance, respecting law, respecting the citizen, even respecting the law that guide the foreigners to establish in Biafra. Then they look at it as a shameful thing. Have you seen? So this is one of the things that made them. And the oil and gas, that is the main income revenue collection for Nigeria, they will lose it. And let me tell you, one Nigeria you are hearing, one Nigeria, Aso Rock, Abuja, Lagos, this, France will not come, France will come. All of them are because of mineral oil and gas in Biafra land. I'm telling you honestly. Immediately that oil and gas in Biafra land, they lose grip of it. They will come and know the real one Nigeria.
Now that Simon Ekpa might not be present, do you think that there could be adequate coordination of the defense force, as Simon Ekpa is the commander of the armed forces? In his absence, mobilizations and all that is required. Do you think that that will continue on the part of the Biafran Defense Force
There will be
and the implications?
there will be adequate, there will be adequate, full adequate for the coordination of Biafran government.
Or you have your reservations?
There will be full coordinate, full established, full control of Biafran government. Because look at it. By the time Finland sees Simon Ekpa, everybody thought that the convention will not hold, but and the declaration of Biafra will not hold. But you see how Biafran government in exile, the cabinet still stand on the framework of Simon Ekpa and declare Biafra, restoration of Biafra. Even when Nigeria and other nations did not think, they declare it. And the day they heard that Simon Ekpa is under arrest, there was Nigerian military presence in Biafra land to intimidate, to terrorize, to harass, to suppress, to subdue Biafra because they take it as an advantage. As Simon Ekpa is not available to give command, what will be here? Let us run them over. But when they go, they meet adequate resistance. They meet adequate resistance, which I myself did not believe that it can be so. I thought that what happened to Finland did to Simon Ekpa will demoralize men on the ground. They did not demoralize them. Okay, on this 2nd of December, this is where this one happened in Mbasi, where they used fighter jet dropping bomb. What happened? They were going there to subdue, to suppress. They made adequate resistance by the men on the ground. They have nothing to do to flee back and to come with air raid to bomb the whole entire area, both the one that is concerned, the one that is not concerned. Even if it's possible, if they see chicken, fowl, and rats, they could bomb them because Nigerians know how to do that one. As they kill dog in Nnamdi Kanu house under Operation Patton.
Now, if they assist in control of the Biafran airspace, raiding and bombardment of Biafran territory, it means that the Biafrans don't have the adequate capacity to, of course, take charge of the airspace.
Now, we will take the charge of airspace if we have air defense and have our own fighter jet. As of now, I don't think that Biafra have fighter jet or air defense. And if you watch, that's only in the area Nigeria have monopoly over Biafra as of today. Because coming to land force, Biafra is one on one. Biafra match there.
Don't you think it's a very serious advantage over the Biafrans?
Yes, it will be disadvantage to Biafrans and advantage to Nigeria. Because if you are in the air, AK-47 cannot get you. And if you are in the air, it's easy for you to destabilize the people on the ground. It's easy for you to destabilize them. But all I know, the God of Biafra, Chukwukike Abiyama, will continue to guide the Biafrans. He will continue to lead the Biafrans. I'm telling you honestly, that their air raid will soon come to an end. Because there's a time it will reach. Even if Biafra get their own jet or not, if Biafra get their own air defense or not, time shall come when international community will cry. Because whatever that is happening here now is recorded. It's recorded. People are seeing it.
So Biafrans are now waiting for international communities for their own defense, having declared the restored states.
Listen, as a young nation, we are still young nation. Not everything that you can be able to lay your hand to.
So people's lives should be at risk, should be killed and annihilated before international communities. Nigeria, Biafrans have been killed since 1967 or before then. International community have not moved a needle, an inch to rescue them.
Now, freedom is not for free. Oh. Freedom is not for free. They call it freedom, but it's not for free. You have to pay the sacrifice. And the sacrifice is what you are paying. But at the end, the sacrifice we pay will yield a good thing to us.
For those who survived,
Some will die, some will survive. Not everybody will survive.
is there need for someone to die if there is adequate facilities
If
to
there's adequate
protect the Biafrans?
listen. If ever there's adequate facilities, look at Ukraine. Don't Ukraine have adequate facilities? Look at the whole weapon America and the European Union were sending to them. Are people not dying? Are people not dying in Ukraine? Even Russia. Are Russians not dying? And even confrontation. Both sides, some will die, some will not die. Both sides. Don't think that when you go to confrontation, we'll be always at the safer side. Sometimes it go happen. Look at Biafra. Let me put it in this way: the first war, Biafra lose the first war. But look at Abagana. How many soldiers did Nigeria lost in Abagana under 3 hours operation? 18,000 men with all the ammunitions. And they have some ammunition Biafra recover in Abagana battlefield is more than weapon Biafra import in 6 months. Only recovering of weapon is more than weapon Biafra bought in 6 months. Biafra lose the war. But look at manpower, woman, Nigeria lost 18,000 out of 20,000 Murtala took. Only 2,000 survive. If I think it was that in Abagana that Murtala sustained injury. Eh? Look at it. It doesn't mean that if Biafra Defense Armed Forces are there, people will not die. Even Biafra Defense Force, some of them are dying. Nigeria, some of them are dying. But the real thing, that the air raid made Nigeria to have more monopoly in the air. And you said the international community did not come. Now, the first Biafra was declared in Biafra land in Enugu. Now, the second Biafra declaration was declared abroad. Let me see why international community say we do not hear it. Before they are waiting, when lobbyists will come, when ministers of foreign affairs will go from Biafra. But now it's in their doorstep that Biafra is declared.
Finland newspaper and media has carried this development, the Biafra independence.
Even American lobbyists, American ex-congressmen, they went there.
Yeah, they were present.
They were present. Now it is not you declare it in backyard. Now
So it's no longer a scam as some people, some gullible perceive.
Now it's an open show. You declare it in open air, in a square, not inside the hotel. Eh? Openly place. So now it's left for international community to do the right thing. They have played negligent role in the first war. Let them not to play negligent role again, because now it's everybody. And meanwhile, IPOB is registered in the United Nations. They knew about it. And they were looking how determination you are, how serious you are to defend your nation that you have redeclared. We make the international community to come in.